What's up? This is Jeff, you know, BT's Rap City, and I'm shouting out Neo Soul. If you don't know, now you know. It's spoken word, it's hip-hop without the music, it's people breaking it down, it's them using intellect, it's powerful. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Neo Soul, I'm out.
Hey Atlanta, what's up?
Yes.
Neo Soul, hello.
Hello, Neo Soul in Atlanta, one of my favorite cities.
Neo Soul. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Vivica Fox, and you are watching Neo Soul.
Hi, I'm Elise Neal. I'm on Neo Soul, and now you're on Neo Soul.
What's up, Atlanta? This is Monique, and you're watching Neo Soul with my girl Night.
Hello, Atlanta. Neo Soul.
Thank you so much.
What's up, y'all? Sanaa Lathan.
What's up? This is Simon, baby. You're checking out Neo Soul. You know how we do.
Hey, I'm Tashina Arnold. You're watching Neo Soul.
Hi, Neo Soul Atlanta.
Neo Soul, #1 in Georgia.
Right, Neo Soul, what's up? This is Tom Joyner, the hardest working man in radio.
Neo Soul, or everybody that is checking out Neo Soul, keep watching my man here, keep logging on and tuning in, because it is all about our perspective. I'm Kevin Frazier, and you're watching Neo Soul. Keep watching, y'all. Don't change. Don't change.
Put down your remote control. You are now watching Neo Soul.
You can take it or leave it. It's a lyrical pill. Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that words heal or heal. It's just a lyrical pill. Something you can't taste but feel. You can take it or leave it. It's a lyrical pill. Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that words heal or heal.
First speaker we're going to have up is a gentleman named Speaker Box, and I want y'all to give a round of applause. He's coming up.
My daddy is a rock star, lives inside of me, therefore that makes me a rock star. Moving fast like there is a cop car behind me while I'm pushing up to the mark of the highest. I call them my highest, not my highness, because my hiney is behind me. Watch the people move swiftly out beside me, chief up in front, freedom fighters right beside me. Ho, 1, 2, marching in the red and blue. Watch the people duck when the word they take aim at you. Love feels good, oh yeah, believe that. But love ain't just all hugs and kisses, oh yes, we need that. Because he is the man that keeps me in hand, that keeps on smoking, cause I'm fired like a cannon. Ho, 5th man, 6 to get your man hit. 7, get the heaven cause you messing with the bandits. Think I know the problem. Problem is we love that chiba, we're smoking that weefer, get high like cedar. Climbing it for meet the reaper. God wanna meet us before we meet the reaper. We move snail slow, but our minds is the cheetah. The Lord wanna slow us down and speed up. Cause we was 2-way, but he'll correct it. It's 1 way, 3 lanes, same direction. Cause I can't help you on my own, need to take it to the throne. Cause by myself, I can't do it. You see what I'm saying? If you talk about a problem without the solution, you're doing nothing but complaining. That's what I'm saying. Truth only works when applied and simply doesn't when denied. You don't want to miss this, but just in case, let's be safe and all check what the risk is. Got nothing to lose, everything to win. The only thing I lose is myself and my sin. That's why I am dependent on beads of his living water. That's why I am clinging to the rock. You could call me Moss, not Santana or Randy, don't get me lost. I got out the darkness. Darkness, lava, and fire never get tossed. I got free admission, he paid my cost. And keep in mind, the church is not the steeple. It is the people that be in the steeple, learning, teaching, clean up the steeple, edify my heart so that I'm able to reach the people that be outside the steeple, strong, ignorant, atheists, and the feeble. We all need each other because we all in a deep pool of gin, intoxicated by the way we operated in the world. The world was my girl. She had me pulled in by her diamonds and pearls. Diamonds the money, pearls nothing less than, had me lusting after everybody and their best friend. But thanks be to God, he pulled me out that mess and showed me that this way was the one way and the best thing. So from the nest egg all the way to the older, we gonna continue marching with our soldiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, go march.
Woo. That's the last speaker box. That was hot. The next young lady we got coming up is a friend of mine, Miss Ashley. Make your way to the stage, please.
I'm actually going to do a piece that's a creed I live by. It's very personal and I believe in it. It's called Find Your Own Shine, and it's inspired by Tanya Marie Evans, who is a well-known poet. Okay. Gracefully, I elude spiritual landmines of doubt, jealousy, and envy, deceitfully planted by those who despise divine divas like me. Those who waste valuable energy wondering who I be, how I be, why I be so fly. How it is that I can laugh and sing and hold my head high while it rains and thunders all around me, yet never get wet. But their confusion is confusing to me because I see the answer so clearly. I must be a child of God, an angel who understands from whence my blessings flow, an appreciator of the expansiveness of my earth-tone wings. And I can feel my own rays of sun shining. I feel my melodies of life singing. I feel my righteous rivers raging. I feel my divine wind swirling. I feel my flowers growing. I feel my beauty showing. Consistently exalting stealth like the sleekest jaguar. Cause see, I've come to understand it's really hard being a star. People constantly looking up at my shine, wishing all the time it wasn't really mine. But I've claimed it, and it's God-given, and now I own it. And I would lay in an unmarked grave before I allow greedy hands to steal my joy. Lord knows it ain't easy, but then again, no one promised it would be, and now I see why. I must be forever dynamic in constant motion, lightness and levity, elevating toward a sky of positivity, in order to avoid those wishing that they weren't blinded by my shine. See, they whine and weight themselves down. Guess that woulda, coulda, shoulda shit be too heavy to carry around. Maybe that explains why they be plagued by permanent frowns. Constant melancholy state, awkward gait that hurt but waiting to see that maybe this will be the day when this diva falls from grace, from a rightful place in the sky. Calling myself affirmations, ego tripping, or conceit. But they just can't feel me like I feel me, like my creator feels me, like I feel me. But yet they wander and ponder on how they can capture my glow, while I long for the day when they discover they already have their own. Find your own shine. Thank you.
Hi Atlanta, this is Ashley Patterson, coming to you live from Club Temptations, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm Ashley Patterson. I live in Philadelphia, Germantown area, born and raised. I'm actually musically inclined. My grandfather is the legendary jazz artist Don Patterson. Poetry is definitely my outlet, and you know, it's how I get out my imaginations and be able to convey it to an audience of faith, love, and hope, and that's exactly what I want to spread all around. I'm actually a musician and singer. I'm working on my own project, and I'm also writing with an awesome production company. Shout outs to Fat Boy Productions, on tour with John Legend at the time right now. And my contact information is FYOS, MySpace/FYOS. I don't know if I should get a number, but you know, it's Aaron Ashley P @gmail. Spoken word, shout outs to Atlanta. Thank you.
The light, which is also love, fades and dims away into the far horizon, and a deep, long forgotten sense of insecurity flickers. then wonders where the warmth has gone. Not realizing the impending threat that would soon shake the fortitudes of the mind, body, and soul, illusions are born. Born for the sole purpose of denying that one truth that would dismantle and scatter the world that is known, so they grow. But now, the struggle of self-denial, discontent, pity, and pettiness starts to realize that cold truth, which has caused this disturbance from the very beginning. And no longer can this truth be hidden, for the doors of deceit have been made shut by the cruel, cold, chilling winds of winter's kiss. But the kiss felt was not the kiss remembered. The kiss was painful, for it was without the light, and now filled with emptiness, sorrow, and grief. And part of the soul dies, and all that remains is that memory of love, that one light that shined and gave all the love ever needed. Now cold and bitter, the only wish which is most desired, the only thing worth a damn, is for the light to return.
All right.
My name is Heru Natir. I'm from uptown Philadelphia, or, you know, Germantown as you would know it. My inspiration for poetry is Langston Hughes, Richard Wright, you know, a lot of classic poets. And I have a lot of contact information. Check me out on MySpace. It's Heru1. And my number is 267-339-1518.
Next up is Miss Blue. Please give her a round of applause.
That I've written is actually titled Feelings of a Poet, and what has inspired me to write this piece, not just myself, but every writer or poet that I've ever heard, listened to, or had the experience to ever come across in my life. I am enthralled by life. I observe it through the eyes of a newborn child, free from the wounds of stress. I feel the happiness of the world revolving around me. To think it is the moon around the sun. I am overwhelmed by the sweet, rhythmless rhythms of words. I feel those words dancing through my fingers, one move after another. My thoughts are as clear as water, shimmering through the words and capturing the mind's eye. The mind's eye soon begin to dance, following the beat. And it's so shiny and bright, like a Christmas tree lit up on Christmas morning. But once that beat is gone, that Christmas tree is gone, and the tune is off, and it becomes tuneless. And then I stop and listen. I listen to nothing. I listen to nothing becoming something. I listen to manifestation. I listen to the heart. I listen to the thoughts. But mostly, I listen to the feelings of a poet. Thank you.
What's going on? My name is Blue. We just had a little poetry thing going on tonight. My name is Blue, I'm 21 years old, and I've actually been writing since I was about age 10 or 11. What really inspired me to write, it wasn't just my mom, who I'm thankful for, because she always wanted to write, and she was very beautiful at it, lovely at it. I guess I developed my genes from her, but it wasn't just my mom. It was basically people who had so many feelings built up, and the only thing they was able to express it and get it out was to write it down on a piece of paper. So my whole inspiration, for writing was, I guess, life itself, going through life, surviving it every day, channeling your feelings and your thoughts. It's actually been very fun for me. I actually thought writing wouldn't get me anywhere, but then I found out it was my true calling, something I love to do. It's my passion, it's my heart, it's everything. And I'm just so grateful for God and for everything, for everyone that supported me with this writing. And right about now, I just want to say, if y'all got any questions or whatever, y'all can reach me at blue at www.winternaomi.com or at MySpace, P63. I also want to give a huge shout out to all my peoples down in Atlanta for Neo Soul.
Next up is another young lady I just recently met. She read something for me over the phone, and I thought it was lovely, and I asked if she would come down here and share it with you all. Miss Day.
Miss Day!
It's a wonder, no, it makes me wonder. Why in the world did they take away my paper food stamps? I used to send my children out on goodie shopping sprees. Shopping sprees for goodies with those paper food stamps. They would often spend the entire day away just laughing, smiling, munching, singing, and forgetting that they were really happy just about the spending, and it was enjoyable for them to have the liberty of picking out any and everything they could see. They were glad to be out on an outing that included eating endlessly. Isn't it funny how you don't feel like you've been out until you've bought something to eat? Isn't it funny how you don't feel like you've been out until you've had something to eat? And isn't it funny that even if you have modest dining or fine dining while out, you feel like your day is complete? My children were conditioned to that expectancy set early on in life. Them out running, skipping, smiling, and singing to the corner store, forgetting that they needed clothes, and forgetting that they needed shoes, and forgetting that the nights they couldn't sleep because they heard us arguing about bills that weren't paid, and shut-off notices and eviction notices. And all that drowned out their tears and made their hunger much too quiet to notice. Their innocence vanquished the reality that their tiny needs weren't entirely met. They were trampled over in a prairie of impoverished stampede that resounded louder than the classical keynotes of their minor wants and their major needs. My children out talking, joking, sharing, and caring, skipping with their crumbled paper food stamps in hand, enabled them to be temporarily distant from the frustration and anger, temporarily distracted from the street drama that lingered, and temporarily dispersed from the mayhem of the crowds, from the noise on the block, where mostly everyone had the same cups of joy and pain, sprinkles of sunshine and rain, and teaspoons of love and happiness stewing in their pots. My daughter's favorite one was that $5 food stamp. Do you remember those? She loved it because it was her favorite color and because it was worth 5 times the dollar was. Yeah, she loved it because she didn't have to keep track of that annoying book where you had to keep all those food stamps all inside with the numbers on them to make sure that each food stamp went with the other. Do you remember that? Losing that book was a nuisance, right? It was a freaking headache. Why was that book so important? Do you ever wonder? Jeepers, I would say, but that's okay. At least my baby knew that she could get bread, lunch meat, Kool-Aid, and candy with that food stamp, and that brought her much joy. And you know, that was something that she always looked forward to. And I felt like a hero when my children could go to the store and buy a bag of joy and sit on the step with friends whose bags looked the same, and the bags rattled the same, and they crumbled the same, and they even flew in the trash can the same. I relished in the sheer hope of my children eating one chip at a time. But the paper stamps are gone now. And now we have sensor plastic that swipes some of the time and can only be used one at a time. So now as I pull my cart past the Dominican and those Asian American stores on my way to the supermarket, I have to stop and meditate and pray and ask God to help me teach them the one day that they'll understand that the goodies mommy buys from the store is just as good as the ones they used to get from the store themselves. and run around waving in their hands. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dacina Dix. I'm from West Philly. I'm here at Temptations tonight doing my poetry, sharing it with people because this has been my passion. It's always been a part of my dream to pursue writing and everything. I was inspired by my grandmother and Langston Hughes, Gwendolyn Brooks, and Maya Angelou, so many people. I'm excited about poetry. I'm looking forward to doing it again. And to all you guys out there in Atlanta, hey. How long have you been writing? Oh, I've been writing, forever. I would say probably from the age of 8, I remember my first poem. And, you know, that was like my takeoff point right there. Oh, could I recite it? No, I mean, I don't recall it right now to recite it, but it was like, you know, something along the lines of how Langston Hughes went with the broken winged bird, and that was kind of like, you know, where I kind of like drew my passion. And you know how when you're in elementary school, you kind of like mimic other writers. So that was where I was at the time, not too creative, but more in the mimicking stages.
There's a young lady named Miss Vivian. If you don't mind me saying, it was less than about 2 weeks ago, she lost her 3-month-old son. And you know, my wife is in the house now, pregnant, 6 months, our first child. And I can't imagine my life without either one of them. And my son isn't even here yet. So, you know, I think she has a lot of heart and a lot of courage to even come out in public, let alone come up here on stage 2 weeks after bearing her 3-month son. And I think everybody just need to give her a round of applause.
Dear God, maybe I didn't go to church enough. Maybe my prayers weren't loud enough or strong enough to reach you. Because murderers, rapists, robbers, and non-believers walk the streets every day freely. So why do you put so much weight on me? An average female living only in ounces, day by day, with barely no family and nothing to call my own. And the only love I've ever known was only 11 weeks when you call him home. I just want to know why me? Why can't I smell? Why do tears block my ability to see? A heavy chest blocks my ability to breathe. The woman who gave me life didn't even care when half of me died. And I asked God why. Why when I come to you, it's like I'm on mute. People praise Satan every day, cause harm to the world and do evil deeds, and make it through the storm almost untouched. What did I do to deserve this? I call on you every day for strength and answers, but you ignore me. Why must you forsake me? Most people in my situation have given up. They throw in the towel, they curse your name. But I'll get on my knees again tonight. And maybe one day you'll hear me. One day you'll hear me. Maybe it's a test to see if I'll speak blasphemy. I'm standing knocking at your door. Oh, how I love thee. But according to my life so far, you're not the only one that loved me that turned their back on me. I want these scars on my arm removed from me. I want the desire to put those cuts to disappear. I want Gabriel. God's right hand to place his wings around me once again. But thanks to God, that won't happen again. Thanks to you, I'll never wear a sincere smile again. But I'll keep praying. Regardless of my shaking faith, I'll keep praying. I'll scream, and one day you'll hear me. I'll bleed, and maybe one day you'll heal me. I'll die internally, and maybe one day you'll resurrect me. But dear God, I don't understand. Why have you made it so love doesn't love me? But in the meantime, tell my angel about me, Mrs. Zoo. And place 11 kisses on his chunky little cheeks. Place them upon him. And if you don't hear me now, this prayer is what I'll keep reciting. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Vivian Mantis. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, my area to be exact. My inspiration for poetry, I would have to say, was being an only child. I didn't have many people to, listen to my thoughts and my feelings, so I wrote. And actually, tonight was the first time I performed poetry in a very long time. That poem, of course, was inspired by my son, who recently just passed. For me to be out here tonight was very hard, but I have a very strong support system, and they got me here and helped me get on stage and helped me perform and helped me be able to talk right now. So I would say, I know my poems sound like I was dissing God, but it was just, when things happen in life and you have your trials, you question why sometimes. But my main point in that poem was, yeah, I'm going through something right now, but I know in the long run, as I keep trying, God will prevail and he will come through. Because that's what he does, he's God. I've also met a lot of people who have experienced the same thing that I'm going through right now, and they have strengthened me and made me feel like I'm not alone. Even though I don't have my son anymore, I do have a lot of people who feel what I feel and can help me one day be happy again and to continue on with my life and live for him. I'm a college student, so I'm going back to school for him. I sing a lot actually, and I'm just trying to fulfill my dreams for him, since he won't be able to, grow and fulfill his. So I'm just living for him right now. And that poem I actually wrote about 10 minutes before arrival, because I had a long day, and days will be long as I experience this. And I could be smiling one minute and crying the next. And that's basically what the poem was expressing. Let's see. I just want to say that I'm trying to be strong. A lot of people were saying that they couldn't have done what I've just done, but God gives you strength when it's needed. And if it wasn't a purpose for me to be here today, I wouldn't be, and I know that. And that goes out to anybody who else is experiencing the same thing. My contact information is, I have an email address, which is vvnmths0306@yahoo.com, and telephone number 267-456-2993 if anybody needs to vent or no further. Hi Atlanta, and thank you, NeoSoul.
Okay, next up is Mr. Shyster. He's a well-known poet in the city, well-respected. Mr. Shyster, you got the stage.
I've been a lifelong writer. Been writing poems since I was 8th and 9th grade. Didn't discover spoken words until 2004, but it's inspired by everything. That's why I call the poems the key of life. I do social commentary. I read like Cornel West and Michael Eric Dyson and Naeem Akbar, which is my all-time favorite. Minister Farrakhan, Jesus, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. I take their ideologies and put it in my poems and put my own belief system and entwine it with theirs and talk about my past, present, future as far as my life, as far as if it deals with love, sex, relationship, deal with my children. So life is, it sounds cliche, but that's what inspires it. It's what I think, it's what I feel, and what I believe. And it's
where my intelligent people at?
Here we go. Right here. What?
Who in here loves God?
Hallelujah.
You struggling. I just need that connection. After the day, we'll no longer be confused. There's 1 me and 1,000 yous. They tried to fix the game because they wanted to see me lose. But I'm the spirit toucher, the progressive thought sparker. Love the summertime when my complexion get darker. I came in this world to plant seeds, so I can't wait to see the next me. See, poetry is a gift I've been doing for the kids. When I was doing it for the adults, they turned away and gave me their back to the kids.
And it's the best thing about being an independent artist. I stay true to myself, so I don't have no record label, or I'm not catering to this mass audience to say, well, I got to talk about this to get on the radio or get people attention. I talk about what I feel, and if I'm doing a venue and there's 70 people in there and 10 people buy the CD, that's what I ride out with. But those 10 people gonna buy the CD, they already know what they're getting because they heard me do 3 or 4 poems, and then we connect. I write it for people that want what I got, and they want intellectual, intelligent art. They want spiritual art. They want emotional. They want real life. That's what I'm giving them. I give them fantasy. I'm not giving them. I'm not lying to them. I'm being real. And if they don't want it, they turn away. If they want it, they come get the CD.
But I'm gonna keep doing this like I'm some kind of spoken word say the masochist. And the listeners of my poems are wearing high heels and leather thongs, letting they whip snap across my back. But I'm the proud African who will not get a slave master pleasure hearing me scream. So I close my eyes and swing, dream of a place in time when we were kings. But what does it all mean? Because where I'm from, black teens sell crack and pregnant fiends, and boys the men are the next generation of thugs. Show me love, all I want is heaven. Since 2007, I've been the best poet in the murder capital. It's something I say to say your son, but you let the words go right past you. Like ideas can only come from dead martyrs. And you can learn nothing from a brother while he's still alive. We be the street disciples and sons of God. And I know heaven is a state of mind. Just like I know hell on earth is just a perception. Look around this place, all I see is God reflection. I am Adam and she is Eve, and we are both looking for the garden. I put the word of God in the dust master, start sparking. Inhale into my spirit, blow it out so the whole world can hear it. So whether I'm standing on the stage or inside the booth, know this is God, the black man and the truth, and this is our time. Delete dark clouds, because sun will shine. Arm, leg, arm, head, God, body, supreme ideology, poor righteous teacher, this the takeover, this be ether, the kind that make your spirit burn slow, the pain grow, the anger from your baby dad, let it go.
And definitely trying to be a community activist right here in Philly. I should have talked about that. I'm definitely a youth advocate, so I'm always at youth-oriented events, being a mentor, a motivational speaker. I've been in some places where I connected with these kids and give them away the CD because, I support those that support me. Since the community support me, I give it back to the community. I go to a high school, bring 10 CDs with me, and I give them to the students that really want them or really into what I'm saying, and hope they grow with it. And I bumped into kids after that who went on to college, because I go to at-risk programs, and some get themselves together and say, I've been listening to your CD since the last time I saw you. So that's what I do it for. I'm motivated by trying to change people and being real honest with myself as an artist. So I found spoken word and allowed me just to be who I wanted to be without worrying about any restraints. And like I say, the biggest thing for me, spoken word is open all kinds of doors. The reason I can get in somebody's church or a high school or youth study center because I'm a spoken word artist. And once I get there, I can be a mentor or a big brother to them. And that's what it's been doing for me. I met great people since I'm doing spoken word.
Damn the fathers that filled together with bastards. I learned on my own, I'm supreme lord and master. African-American dream, the son of a queen, and my God's the greatest. I'm making salat with the vision star of David, and Ebony Christ was a Hebrew Israelite, and his existence is proof of God, the black man, and the truth. Can y'all walk with me for a minute? I grew up poor in a single-parent household with my mother's love. In the beginning, it was all good. So I was just like every other kid in the hood. And the last time this boy cried when I woke up one morning and realized I was a fatherless child. Daddy never did show me no love. Learned to emulate thugs, bust slugs with intent to kill, random streets hiding the cable bill. Paranoid that the block is stressing me. My motto, ain't nobody getting the best of me. Round these parts, drug modes make the gun spark. Triggers ain't got no heart. Women are hoes, kids on the way. God, this is the word in the Bible. We pray for death on our rivals. Out here, nobody cares. You can smell genocide in the air. For them corner, them kids gave birth to crackheads. We were misled by some fatherless old heads. We learned to cop work off the reekers. What worked for the dreads? When all dead is what this old lady said. She broke truth to power. In its darkest hour, they closed this casket at 17. Rest in peace t-shirts laced this whole team. Mother crying, dressed in black, searched the church, front to back. Even on this day, a daddy you lacked. You're a self-exiled monarch from your castle and home, making you a king without a throne, making your son a prince without a crown. Look at him now. He lived and died a fatherless child. Now this must be supported karma, like Sonia Sanchez being my father's baby mama. So you see my daddy, thank you for me, for giving me this gift indirectly. Top 5 daily last wordsmith of hip hop, R&B, or poetry. Think you gonna outright me, forget it. You can take that to heart like God said it. Maybe when I'm going to give me credit, but right now I'm that boy you want that boy. I'm like Langston Hughes on steroids. Belinda Rasai, that's my little girl, little boy. Better father my daddy ever was, but I wish poetry was a drug. So I could take it to the head and start blowing the bang. It's seeping out my soul, so if you sit next to me, you might catch a contact. But I wish poetry was a female, so I could dive in face first, put my mouth in tongue when she get birth, grab my hair, slap on the backside and ask her, whose poetry is this? She'll say, it's yours, Daddy. 9 months later, make me happy, give me 2 miracles. I name one wordplay, the other lyrical. Just like I walk up to people say that you see my lyrical wordplay. Never had a father, but always had poetry. So I get a good God forgive me this literary style. I guess that makes us even for me growing up a fatherless child. Let me switch lanes just a little bit. But before we get started, let me lay down some guidelines. 1, you better be strong in body. 2, resolve in your spirit, and woman in your right mind. Because we about to have the sex of a lifetime. I'm the G-spot hit of the orgasm giver. I can make you come and run like the Nile River. See, I can be your man, but I'm nobody's. I'm from that dark continent where black kings reign, and Zulu blood pumps through my veins. My sex drive like a savage lion, I can't be tamed. I possess a skilled tongue. And these back shots are like crack rock, I'm gonna get you strong. See, I'm the world's greatest lover. Or at least in the top 5. If you want to prolong how you feel and show me how you ride, I'm insatiable for you, girl. I want you all to myself. My goal is to take my love inside your soul that you don't want nobody else. I go all out to please, from full body massage, erotic striptease. We sweating, flipping, changing position. It's XXX porno action. I can feel your sex contracting, my manhood throbs. You serenade me with them love-making sounds. You whisper in my ear, I love you. And that's what I needed to hear. Now make it official, say I do, and forever you're my lady. And I love making a sanctuary in this world that's so crazy. Our erotic acts are spontaneous, but always the right time. So when we love or lust, fornicate, long as it's just us, it's the sex of a lifetime. All right, I've been up and down. Y'all feeling good? I'm gonna do one more and I'm gonna get out your way. I've been up and down this East Coast, right? From DC to Baltimore, Philly, that's my hometown, New York, Jersey, Delaware, pumping these CDs. So if you like what you hear, grab it. Make yourself a first time. If it's the first time you buy a spoken word CD, then you got a good start. I'm telling you. And this, I call this poems in key of life, because you see I go everywhere with these things. And I don't want to talk too much before I do this last piece, because I don't know, I don't understand it myself, because I, had a miscarriage this year, not I personally. I guess y'all knew that 3 months, and and even as soon as when you first find out you're nervous, especially us dudes, and then when I start wrapping my head around and start picturing it, then I get the phone call, it didn't happen, and then you start questioning God. We do. There's nothing we can do, but I know I done made some mistakes. I talked about a little bit in the poem, and I can tell you, if I sat here long enough, I tell you all the ugly stuff I did to other people, and people, the stuff of the things that God brought me through. So I know it's a reason that we keep going. And I'm glad I see you smile a little bit, because you almost made me cry, and I was like, how am I gonna go up after this sister just poured her heart up? So I never want to entertain people, I just want to make them think and feel. So give it up one more time for my sister right here. Last piece, I'm choking up now. Every poem I write marks an event in my life. Blow breath in these poetic concepts to express the heartbreak of divorce, the birth of my children, and even my mother's death. With no tears, just poems coming down my eye. And poetry promised me it never lie, just hide my emotional scars that I wear like a $1.50 across the face. And every day is a struggle between love and hate. So I fight to do what's right, not to cave in to my lust. And I look into her eyes and I realize that all I got is us. And trust these poems took my whole life to write. So I'm gonna let my inner God recite. This is every fist fight. Me being handcuffed, shoved in the back of cop cars, hard living, drunk, kinky sex with women. My first wife made me feel like I wasn't good enough. So in Virginia, I felt stuck. So I broke north like a runaway slave. Now I'm back in the city of brotherly love, where I'm once again surrounded by thugs and busted slugs to prove that we ain't slow. But my soul almost got lost when I copped the dime bag from hell. They say Satan was cast out of heaven, but them inner city ghettos must have been when Lucifer fell. And I use my life to make sure these young brothers don't fail. And I write from the corner of my heart. And only poets live on this block. And it's a gated community. So every time you sign a list to spit, you gotta uplift the market value. I ain't come here to take nothing away, I'm giving it all back. I recite like reparations to blacks, giving you something that you can use. Say I'm from the streets, I don't know what to do with 40 acres and a mule. But I know that we are black, we are beautiful, we supposed to make moves. We had a written language 1,000 years before they even showed up on the globe. And through the slave trade, that's how our legacy got stolen right from under us. And we were here before Columbus, and the Most High resides inside. A mystery God that's the work of Yahoo. I got the gift of lyricism to express social commentary and idealism, spirituality and realism, love, sex, and relationship, whatever I bring to the open mic. Anything less than my best just wouldn't be right, because I'm a spoken word artist who writes poems in the key of life.
How you doing, Atlanta? Neo Soul. Glad to be here to talk to y'all. I'm up in Philly. Just finished a showcase in Philly with a bunch of great artists, and I want to talk to you, let you know what I'm doing, what I got going on. First and foremost, I'm the host of my own venue every Thursday. We even had a couple of cats from Atlanta come up and do my venue. It's every Thursday from 9 to 1, 1310 North Broad Street. Had some of y'all great poets come up there. One that really jumped out at me, we had Mr. Tommy Bottoms come up from Atlanta. And we had a bunch of national poets from all over the country come through. So get at me if you want to come through and do a spotlight feature at Just Words in Philadelphia. Got that going on. Mostly I do the East Coast. So you'll probably, probably ain't get out to Atlanta. I've had invitations, but I ain't take them up on them yet. I'm Philly, Jersey, New York, DC, Baltimore, Delaware, up and down the East Coast, pushing these CDs, which is my 7th CD, Miss Betty's Son, Poems in the Key of Life. Really great CD. And if you go to my MySpace page, you'll listen to what people are saying, because I put all the comments of people that had bought the CD and listened to it or seen me live. So go to my MySpace page, / Miss Betty's Son, MRSBETTYS_SON, and get at me. Shyster, aka Miss Betty's Son, North Philly's finest, alternative spoken word, soul award-winning poet, Philly Hip Hop Awards. So check me out. I've been doing good things, and sooner or later I'm gonna get out to Atlanta. Thank you, Neo Soul, for having me. Thank you.
I'm alone, I'm in my zone, I'm staring at a hood. I'm alone, I got the throne, I think I'm that good. I think I'm Martin Luther, I think I'm Malcolm X. The words of Mandela, they building in my chest. I'm a leader, I'll be the first to put down my heater. I pick it back up, cause in the hood, I know I need you. Because our baby's shooting, they mom and daddy using. The police will beat them, and then the damn judge will roof them. Cause we be catching cases, bodies in the vacant. We living in the wire, my niggas, I know you're tired. We sick of Chinese stores taking our fucking money. We sick of President Bush, ain't he a fucking dummy? I know the rules, I know the suburbs is cool. They got way better schools. They give our kids the tools to succeed in life. Nah, they give our child a knife to slit her wrist. I pray to God don't grow up a strip. I gotta build her up. But some little girls in the hood be hoes. Why you 16 loving this nigga with clothes? I can't respect you. I can't expect you to do more than you know. He won't build you. He wants to rape you. He called me a hater. No, I'm not a rapper, that's an actor, I'm looking after. All these little youngins, I want them to be something. I curse in these poems, so Oprah probably hate me. And Al Sharpton said we disgraced him, so fuck it. He's softer than the tissue in his butt. He too old to relate to us. You get the old, I get the young bucks. I'm here to build you up in black, you trust. You fall, I pick you up to say for me, this here for us. I'm here to build you up in black, you trust. You fall, I pick you up, this ain't for me, this here for us.
Young lady, tonight was my first time meeting her face to face. I met her over the phone. But she gave me this poem over the phone that I just thought was beautiful. Any adult can relate to it. I'm gonna just bring up and let her do her thing. Ms. Kim, please.
Will someone please stop him? Is he chanting his own name? I must be insane to have even let this creep up in my damn sheets. Oh, no he didn't. Is he spanking me? See, why you gotta go there? He better stop playing with me. I'm gonna fuck him up if he don't stop trying to shove a finger up my butt. Someone should have let me know that this nigga not only had the dick the size of a premature baby, he think he a demon. He think he really slaying me. And the whole time I'm just praying he come. Trying to put on a show. This nigga could have warned me. He could have let me know. He knew he had a midget study grinning at me. Had me believing he was a demon. He must have stuffed something in his pants. I'm gonna check under the bed for some socks when he leaves. I wanna kick him in the face. That made me waste my time. There's no reason for him to be cheesing like he done did something. He need to stop fronting. Oh my God, would you stop this guy? I'm about to poke him in his eye. I have better ways to occupy my time, like mentally categorizing all the things on my kitchen shelf. Do I need any bread? Shit, I hope this nigga at least give good head. And I have one more to end the evening with. It's called Whisper to Me. I can hear your body whispering to me, entreating me to participate in all your deepest fantasies. Your eyes entertain me with the promise of ecstasy. How heavily the silence weighs between us. Should we make love? I do not know, but what your eyes are telling me, I want your body to show. Your body is whispering to me in the language of love, saying to me how you would fit like a glove inside of me, enveloped in my wet sheet. Whispered sentiments full of your intentions to please. The things your body whispered almost brought me to my knees. A penny for your thought, a nickel for your kiss. A dime if you give me some of, oh shit. Provocative promises of how your body would feel against mine, suspended in time, awaiting the completion of your body's next rhyme. Yeah. The whispers of your body have the effect of a summer storm, leaving me soaking wet yet, oh, so warm. There cannot be any harm in saying aloud what your body is already whispering, tempting me to respond, standing as tall as a 100-year-old tree, provoking me. Your body is whispering, yet your mouth has not said a word. I lean in close, so I do not miss a beat. My heart skips a beat at the thought of hearing you speak. But until that time, my body will continue to listen to your body converse with mine. Through a crowd, I still hear your body's whispers, loud and clear, silent to the untrained ear. But to me, the deepest poetry, the sweetest melody, could compete with the sensuality of your body's whispers to me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim Green. I'm from Philadelphia, PA, born and raised, and I'm mostly inspired by everyday, normal things that happen in life. I like to write about anything, as long as it's relatable. I'm actually working on a book of adult erotic poetry with a CD. I can be contacted usually 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. My cell phone is on. That's 215-913-3363. So get at me if you was interested, if you like the poetry. Or 215-951-6908. And once again, like I said, I'm from Philly, born and raised.
Ooh, I'm shy for it. Okay, let's see. And, I wrote this
It's untitled. It's called Nothing. It's just raw emotion. It was love. And actually, it's so ironic that Vivian is here because her and I are childhood friends. And if you can recall, this poem was inspired by the love of my life at that time. So it's awesome that brought us together, poetry. I know your life, your pride, your struggle, your time, your hope, yourself, your strive and your shine, your tribulations and your trials, all the while trying to smile, being deeply in debt and swimming all in denial, being completely misunderstood and still living in the hood, trying to do all that you can while the grand is still the good. See, this world will desert you, but I'm willing to wait, because your love got me captive and I really can't escape. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you move your hands, the way you use your dialect, nobody understands but me. Can't you see this is destiny awakened? Can't be shaken because I'm completely taken by your energy passing through mine when we're meditating. Your philosophy, your reciprocity, your prosperity that collectively motivates me to move on, to stay strong, to live on, to carry on with the breeze that you be, that you see. You're right, because you do have the keys to my galaxy. Your ethnic, Afrocentric, descendant characteristics, you don't have to take a scientific DNA statistic. It's all in your bottom lip. It's in your capoeira flip. It's in your long, thick dick. It's in your triumph and afflict. That's all I have for now. Kind of freaky, but not X-rated. This other poem that I'm going to do is inspired by my little brother. He's so little, and we want him to just grow, but he won't. But he has a big heart, and we lost our mom. He was 8, and I was 17, and it was a very, very difficult time grieving and just trying to grow beyond it. And I named this poem Little Man with a Very Big Heart. Allow me to tell you a story about this little man whose philosophy was strong because he knew he can. Let me remind you, he was tiny, yet he had a very big heart. He was smart, he knew just exactly when to start. We used to take tiny steps in a very big park where we would watch and observe the big dogs bark. He used the saying very seriously that what glitters isn't all gold, because what might be new to you, to him, was very old. He might have been young, but he was still under the sign called wanted, confronted, shot down, and even still hunted. And he would crawl and even stall, ducking and weaving from the bullets flying through the streets by these hungry beasts, and locked away for a day, maybe some years, because he wanted to spare his loving family some tears. Keep them from crying, from probably lying or probably trying to liberate himself, to find the key in his brain, to break away and lock away all of the pain, to gain respect from people who only thought he was a speck, to resurrect and redeem all his elects, to be his own president, to get all of our attention, including mine, because his shine was with him the very whole time, waiting in line for him to select a decline, to retreat, fight back, or step on a mine, for it to blow back up in his face like a war, because he was stepped on and his heart was sore, from the core driving one way which was the wrong way before. But now he's stronger and taller in the heart. I knew his legs, thighs, and arms would eventually catch up to the height of his heart, to the beat of the start. Because again, he was a tiny man, yet he had a very big heart. Thank you.
This is a message for my baby girl. I love you and you know that you're my world. I wanna give you everything you need. So listen, let me tell you what I mean. Reach for the stars, the sky, the moon, and sun. Reach for the love inside and be the one to make a change in the world. Love is what you deserve. Trust and believe me. Reach till you just can't reach no more. Reach until you know. Just look inside yourself and believe that you can reach.
Thank you.
How you doing, Atlanta? This your boy MATERX. We here live in Philadelphia at Temptations. Lovely boutique, lovely lounge. Okay, we just got done doing our first one mic open mic poetry event. It was beautiful, as y'all saw. We had a lot of lovely people come out. People enjoyed themselves, okay? And I really didn't expect this, you know, from the first event. You know, I figured we took 4 or 5 to build up to what we got tonight. But it turned out beautifully, you know, it really did. And I put this event together because there was nothing in the city that catered to neo-soul, to poetry. You know, everybody's doing open mic, rap and everything. Nothing catered to neo-soul. So that's why I put this together here. And I mean, I just got so much publicity off. I had people coming from Delaware and Jersey even. We're just going to run with it. We're going to start doing it the second Tuesday of every month here. My company is called Devastating Records Entertainment. I put that together in 2000. You know, we're about 8 years strong. I started out as a rapper. That's how I got the name MATERX. I also write R&B, and now as you see, getting into poetry. I put that company together. I was trying to get in the studio, wanted to rap and do things on my own, and a lot of people BS me. So I put together my own company, put together my own CDs, put them out, and I'm an independent person. Also, if anybody come to Philly, you can look me up, you know, myspace.com. / Devastating Records Entertainment. I'm a promoter as well. You know, I do parties. I've thrown parties at several clubs in the city, birthday parties, Christmas parties, New Year parties, whatever. If you look on the MySpace page, you'll see photos of all the different events. I've even did high school graduation parties, you know. I mean, that's just what I'm into, entertainment, you know. We have several other things coming up. Like I said, outside of the poetry event, I have a couple movies that I wrote that I'm looking to start shooting next year. A couple TV shows that I'm gonna try to turn into a couple stations, see if we can get those on air. First movie that I was looking to put out was called In the Club. You know, y'all look forward to that. Also this Christmas, I have a comedy CD coming out. It's a stocking stuffer. I'm gonna just leave it open there. You know, y'all look forward, but it will be down in Atlanta. You know, NeoSoulTV will have it and giving it out to anybody who wants it. Don't worry about it, it's on me this time. You know, it's only right that they want me to spit something since I'm telling you that I can do it. And I didn't get up on stage and deliver anything this evening. So it's only right that I do something. I remember you had nothing, ma. Now you frontin' like you accustomed to the Bentley with the start-up button. All of a sudden, all your ice-studded VVVs. I remember you was costume jury to queen. Luxury to you used to be a Buick on rims, till I screwed you to the Benz on the factory rims. Now your ass in the air. I remember you wouldn't fly, and now when you move, you don't walk, you glide. I remember when you thought Louis Vuitton was a ride and Melrose was a place where rich cats had child. Thought a 747 was an automatic weapon. Flew you to Italy and made love from rose petals. It's funny how things change, introduce you to the range, and then you try to front on my money with my change. Matrix don't need you, just to book a vacation. Before him, when you rest, you just break from hating. That's just something. It's a track I did with Mario called Hollywood. It never got picked up or never got put out. But that was just a couple bars, you know. Like I said, thanks everybody coming out. We really appreciate the love. And just keep in contact with me. I'm a damn sure keep in contact with y'all. And I want to give mad shout outs, mad shout outs. Me and all of Philly. All the love we got goes out to NeoSoulTV. Holla at y'all. Stay up.